sim racing, my number one focus is always to dial my rig in as close to the real car as possible, because that's what I'm using this for primarily, is to train.
Buon pomeriggio a tutti e bentornati su Rust and Race TV. È partito il video, anche se non doveva partire subito. È partito in automatico. Il bello delle dirette, quando la diretta è veramente una diretta, ci stanno anche gli errori. E oggi, terza puntata di Driving Better School, andremo a vedere intanto la postazione di Daniel Morad, pilota canadese, pilota professionista. Quindi lui utilizza la sua postazione principalmente per allenarsi. Poi è anche un grande appassionato appunto di simulazione, però principalmente lo fa per allenarsi e prepararsi per le gare, perché comunque lui è pagato per correre, e quindi ci spiega appunto com'è tutta la sua configurazione, i pedali che usa, il volante, tutto, praticamente tutto, fino ad arrivare alle telecamere, all'impianto di streaming, all'impianto luci, regia, insomma ha veramente un qualcosa di incredibile. Ora il filmato io purtroppo l'ho trovato un po' tardi, perché lui aveva fatto anche una specie di concorso che durava una settimana, dove chi si avvicinava di più, diciamo, alla cifra, al costo del suo simulatore, gli avrebbe regalato un paio di guanti a scelta, insomma, tra le marche che lui ha a disposizione. Quindi ovviamente vi invito poi a iscrivervi sul suo canale ufficiale, che ho messo... No, non ho messo in sovraimpressione stavolta, non ho fatto in tempo, purtroppo non ho potuto montare il video e quindi non ho potuto montargli appunto i vari link, i vari collegamenti per i suoi canali. Però comunque lui li pubblicizza, quindi se fate attenzione poi potete trovarlo. È facilissimo anche su Twitch, credo che sia Daniel Morad, quindi lo trovate facilmente. Va bene, ma partiamo col primo video, appunto per quanto riguarda il simulatore e la postazione di Daniel Morad.
For my real races. With all the new hardware available...
Non è partito, scusate,
In 2023, I thought this is a perfect time to build a new rig. So, called up Advanced Sim Racing. Between SimiCube, Precision Sim Engineering, SimCore and D-Box, we put...
Allora, lo fermo solo un secondo. Sono riuscito a mettervi i sottotitoli in italiano. La traduzione non è perfetta, però comunque è comprensibile. Il filo del discorso, diciamo, lo segue e c'è. Quindi non sono... la dimensione dei caratteri purtroppo non sono riuscito a cambiarla, e quindi è scritto un po' piccolo. Vi invito a fare attenzione.
A list of equipment together, and we built literally my ultimate dream simulator rig, and it all starts with the chassis. This is the new ASR Pro chassis. The difference between this and other chassis, even though it's extruded aluminum, which is a pretty common frame or chassis for sim racing, this is surprisingly way better than anything I've ever driven, because the metal, the aluminum, is so dense. The reason why that's important is the thicker the metal, the less flex you have, the less creaks and cracks you'll have while driving. It's important for me when I'm driving to feel everything, every little bit of detail, from the steering wheel, from the pedals, from the seats. I don't want to have any additional movement or motion from my chassis. It's supposed to be rigid, just like my race car, and there's literally no better chassis manufacturer than Advanced Sim Racing. With the ASR Pro, what's so cool about this is it's different than their other lineup of chassis. You have the extruded aluminum that has a flat profile on the side, and why I love that is because now I can do things that are a bit more creative and show my creativity. I can put designs, car designs, my esports livery on this actual chassis. And for me, like I mean, you can probably tell by the studio, it's so important, the aesthetic and having everything look beautiful. I mean, for some, it doesn't really matter. You might have cables flying around or things out of place, but I'm so particular when things are dialed in and they look good, I feel good and I feel fast on the rig. The adjustability on the ASR Pro is incredible. That's probably one of the things I love the most about it is ergonomically, I can get the steering wheel in the correct position and it's so easy to adjust. You just basically loosen off two screws and the entire wheel system, the wheel motor slides forward or backwards. You can also slide it up and down super easy with just two screws. The pedal deck's also been upgraded. You have an insane amount of adjustability. Ergonomically, I can get the pedals exactly in the same position as my real race car, so that's a huge point for me. So ergonomics, it's a 10 out of 10 with this new chassis, and aesthetics, just gorgeous. The next new piece of equipment I got on the rig is the Simucube 2 Ultimate wheelbase. And I previously had the Simucube 2 Pro, and for most, that's pretty much the end game when it comes to wheelbases. It's the best value, bang for buck for wheelbase. It does everything you would ever want it to do. Has, you know, enough force feedback with 25 Newton meters. You have the software, you can tune it, but I just had to try the Simucube Ultimate. I mean, the Simucube 2 Ultimate is next level when it comes to smoothness, texture, detail, layering. I sound like I'm assessing a wine bottle right now, but it's just insane. Like, I couldn't believe how much more detail there actually is in the wheelbase. I didn't think it was possible. It's one of those things where once you actually put your hands on it, you can immediately tell the difference. So for me, I'm always trying to get the ultimate driving experience and connection one-to-one with my race car, and it says it right in the name. It's a Simucube 2 Ultimate. It's so good. And now whenever I have these big slides and counter steers, I always just yell out, Simucube Ultimate save. Another new piece of equipment that we bolted on the rig are the Simucube Active pedals. Although I've already had the Simucube Active pedals on my rig for probably around half a year to 3/4 of a year now, these are the actual production units. They're the final product, like what you guys will have at home. And there's been some huge refinements in how smooth they are, the feedback, the software. I've worked really hard with the team at Simucube to make these what they are right now. And yeah, they're just incredible. Why they're on my rig and why they're so important for me is, number one, I mean, they're just so precise. Just throw everything out. Precision alone, they're worth it. But then you throw in the fact that you can customize them to feel however you want with just a few clicks of a button. Plus, you have the ABS effect, which all the cars I drive, the GT3 and GT4 Mercedes in real life, they both have ABS. So I can tune the ABS to feel exactly like the real car. When I jump out of this rig into my race car, the braking experience is identical. So it's so important for me that, and I'm so thankful that these pedals are available on the market. I know they're so expensive, but they're literally worth every penny if you're in a position like me and you use this for your job to prepare for it. This is the same D-Box motion platform I took off my old rig. It was perfect. I didn't need to change it or didn't find the need to change it. It has 1.5 inches of travel. This is the Gen 5 4250i system. The 1.5 inch of travel is perfect. You don't need the thing to move all over the place. That's when you get disoriented. That little bit of motion and the vibration that this system offers is what is so impressive to me and what makes me feel connected with the sim as if I'm driving my real race car. I swear by this now. Again, this is something that's probably not the first thing you're going to upgrade, but in my position, using this as a training tool for real life racing, I can't stress how valuable and important this system is and how it makes me feel and prepare for my races. For the seat, I am using the Sparco QRTR. It's a great seat. It's lasted me 5 years. It's really comfortable. You got to pick a seat that's comfortable for you. You're sitting in this thing for a long time in sim racing. I even customized it, but before you guys roast me, I got to redo this, okay? The stickers are absolutely atrocious. The bubbles there, it's unacceptable. So yeah, I know. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to try to fix that. We'll fix it together. I'm using the same steering wheel that I've used in the past. This is the Precision Sim Engineering LMX wheel. It's their flagship wheel. It does everything I need it to do and more. There's 6 paddles in the back. There's, a plethora of buttons. That's right, I said plethora. I have all the rotary knobs I want. I can go through the menu. I can change anything I want on the car. The buttons are backlit. The screen's gorgeous. Literally the perfect wheel for sim racing. It does everything you need it to do. Grips are great. The diameter is nice, 300 millimeter across the wheel. I swear by this wheel. I love it. I've been using it for the past couple of years now, and this one's brand new. It even has plastic film still on it. For my monitor setup, I'm using a triple screen setup with a 4th monitor overhead. They're actually 1080p monitors from AOC. It's, I believe, the C32G1. They're old monitors. They're a few years old now. They're not the best. I'm definitely due for an upgrade, but they are 32-inch. They have 144 hertz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time. They're all right. I know I need to change them to basically balance it out with this beautiful setup with the rest of the stuff. But 1080 does the trick for me right now. It's fine, but to kind of blend the whole thing together, I'm using the Asus ROG bezel-free kit. That's kind of been a game changer for me. Getting rid of the bezels in between the triple screen setup's kind of cool. And I know these don't really fit 32-inch monitors. They're meant for 27-inch. I got creative. I put some double-sided tape on the back of them, stuck them to the screen. Do it at your own risk. I stuck mine to the screen. They seem to be fine. There's no residue if I pull them off. But it really does blend and make that experience a lot more seamless. So I really enjoy it. The 4th monitor overhead is nothing special. I guess it is, depending on your setup. You're probably going to judge me for saying that now. But it's a 34 inches, 75 hertz. It's a ultra wide, not a super ultra wide, but I just picked an ultra wide. It was cheap at the time, and it does the trick. I have all the information, my streaming information above, and everything I really need while I'm driving. I have 5 streaming cameras on this setup for when I live stream on Twitch. This is camera 1. This is camera 2. This is camera 3. This is camera 4. This is camera 5. For my main shot, I'm using a small clamp arm attached to my monitor stand. Gives me my main angle. For the secondary shot, camera 2, I have it on this flex arm. And the flex arm is attached to like some sort of jerry-rig mounting solution. It's on the base of my monitor stand, using an extra piece of extruded aluminum and a piece of steel from an integrated monitor stand in the past. I basically just mounted it all together, and I get this really nice close side angle. For camera 3, for my overhead shot, this is the one I probably get the most questions about, how I actually have it mounted, because I don't have tripods. It's all attached to my actual monitor stand. I use extra pieces of extruded aluminum. I have an Elgato flex arm that basically has a ball joint, and I get the extra camera out here over my head. I try not to get my hair in the shot, but that's all freestanding and not in the way at all. The only thing that sucks is sometimes I get out of the rig and smash my head off of it, so that's not great. For my pedal cam, the 4th camera, again, I have it mounted to my monitor stand. Everything's pretty much contained to the monitor stand in terms of my mounting solutions. And for the final shot, it's on a slider, a motorized slider. That's in the back of my room over here. We're gonna move this light out of the way. Just over here, I have a long HDMI cable that runs around into my main PC, which that thing's unchanged. If you've seen my other setup video, you'll know that it's pretty much a beast already, so I didn't need to change this thing out. Going through all my accessories, I have a ton of them on the rig. Let's just go through them rapid fire style. Starting with the Precision Sim Engineering PSP, incredible button box, backlit, has basically preset automations. You can click buttons, the thing goes crazy. It does everything you need it to do. It's your sim racing companion by your side, it takes care of you. To control the stream, I'm using two Stream Decks. I have a Stream Deck XL and a Stream Deck Plus. One controls the audio and lights, and the other one controls all the animations, all the camera angles. I'm using SimCore accessories for my steering shaft and my pedal plates. Those are actually customized with a Moradness emblem on the brake. I also have a Wave XLR for the microphone, and for my headphones are Bose Sound Sport. I really love those Sound Sport headphones. They're discontinued, but the gel ear cap fits so nicely in my ear, especially with motion. I never find that my earbuds fall out of my ears. For my microphone, I'm using a Rode NTG5. It's a shotgun mic. I find it great because when I'm sim racing and with the motion, I don't actually have the microphone hitting me in the mouth every 2 seconds. So it's great and it picks up the audio from a good distance away. Finally, for my lights, I'm using Elgato key lights. I use one as a main key light and one for illuminating the pedals. What really wraps this whole thing up, no pun intended, is the cable management job. I've been roasted for this in comments before. Somebody said that I definitely didn't do this. I didn't build this setup. You're right. I didn't build this setup. I could. Doesn't mean I can't do it. Cable management job is literally pristine. There's not a cable in sight, and that makes me feel so good inside. Now that we've made it to the end of the tour, I have a little contest for you guys. For those who have made it to this point, I want you to guess. If you were to look at this rig and just guess how much everything costs, including the cameras, the lights, the audio, the rig itself, the computer, everything included. Computer has a 4090 and a 13900K, so it's jacked up. Like, it's the maximum you can get. Guess how much this entire setup costs, and the person who's closest will win a free pair of Moradness gloves. I'm gonna actually just limit this contest for the first week. So after 7 days, I'll pick a winner. Whoever's closest is gonna win a free pair of Moradness gloves of your choice. And that's it. If you wanna see me drive the rig live, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Daniel Morad. You can also like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys, it's time to fix this terrible sticker job on the seat.
Fantastico, veramente una postazione incredibile, cioè super, una postazione super professionale, veramente bella. Complimenti a Daniel. E bella questa, lasciamola dai. Sainz versus Leclerc, la follia di Monza. Post GP Italia. Poi magari lo andiamo a vedere. Allora, passiamo invece a Dirt Rally 2. Vediamo un attimo di cercare la giusta sorgente. Avevo preparato qualcosa. Eccolo qua. Sì, è questo. Questo è fantastico. Anche questo è fantastico. È un pilota che ha una postazione incredibile anche lui. Diversa da quella di Daniel, non è dinamica, credo, se non mi ricordo male. Comunque andiamo a vedere il filmato perché ne vale veramente la pena.
Unseen hairpin left, into open hairpin right, uphill, 100, don't cut, 5 right, into 4 left long, opens, slow 4 right of a crest bump, into unseen hairpin left, into hairpin right, opens, 50. 4 right, very long, tightens, don't cut, into 4 left, extra long, tightens 3, into 4 right of a crest long, tightens into 5 left, into 4 right tightens, 60 over crest, 6 left, 50, turn hairpin right, caution don't cut. Into turn, open hairpin left, 120 over crest, turn square right. Opens over crest, 200. Keep right, into turn 4 left, opens flat over crest, into caution, keep right over crest, into don't cut 4 left long, tightens 3, tightens, to keep right over 50, 6 left, 100, 4 right, tightens over crest, 120, turn 3 right tightens, into don't cut 4 left, very long, opens over crest, 100, turn 4 right, don't cut, into turn 1 left, 200, don't cut 4 right long, slow 30, turn unseen square left, opens over crest, uphill, into 5 left long, into 5 right long, tightens 3, don't cut, opens 100, 4 left, tightens over bumps, 50, keep middle of a crest, 50, turn unseen square